Hello and welcome to the Journeyman Project 3 Legacy of Time. I'm BMZ for Gamers Embassy, welcoming you back to this Let's Play. In our last episode, we made a nice golden medallion to get us into the temple, but I felt like we needed to check out the windmill first. So we have this guy that looks like an Egyptian. We're looking like an Egyptian. Let's see what happens when we talk to him.
Looks like a nasty weather.
Gage, he said it looks like nasty weather too. Unless the neighborhood calls the same psychic weather advisor, something definitely smells fishy in Atlantis. And it's not the tide. Methinks our friend doth forecast too much. It sounds like he's more interested in how we respond to his weather prediction than about the weather itself. I think he's trying to tell us something, but very subtly. The only thing I can suggest at this point is to wander about and see if any of the other locals know more about this impending nastiness. Why does everyone keep saying that? It looks nice enough to me.
Perhaps, but the windmill keeper must be prepared for the worst.
Well, when in Atlantis, do as the Atlanteans do, I suppose. And just for kicks, I'll add "looks like nasty weather" to your dialogue repertoire as a greeting. Who could we try this line out on? Maybe we could cheer up that prisoner over on the Egyptian boat. We could tell him that a nice torrential rainstorm is coming to clean the deck while he's chained to the ship.
Yeah, I've heard worse ideas.
Although Atlantis is often thought of as a Greek civilization, there were many anthropologists who believed that Atlantis actually was derived from the Minoan civilization. Judging by their architecture, I think their guess was right.
Yeah, considering that we've had a lot of Minoan influence around here already. I mean, what with the double axe and everything. I'm just saying.
So where shall I take you now, huh?
The dock.
That will be 10 dromoi, please. You are probably wondering, where is everybody? Let me tell you. They are all at the festival. Oh, such a celebration you never did see. I call it the end of the world party. Because the way they carry on, oh boy, you would think that there will be no more tomorrow. I think it's in honor of the Earth Mother. But I don't know much about their religion. Since you're not a native Atlantean, I am sure that the olive oil vendor would be happy to tell you all about it.
And indeed she did.
Okay, now, be careful getting out of the boat.
And he's back to playing that food again. He seemed to be wanting something from the beggar. So, it only makes sense to approach him as the beggar.
Those large earthenware containers strewn about the docks are called pithoi. Bronze Age Mediterranean cultures used them to hold liquids like oil and wine. When full, they would be incredibly heavy, which is why I assume they have the loading crane. And when you need a crane to unload your booze, it's time to admit you have a problem.
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
Many huge terracotta pots like those pithoi were uncovered in the excavation of Knossos, the Minoan capital on Crete. Many of them ranged up to 9 feet tall and 6 feet in diameter. It's amazing they could turn pots that large, let alone fire them. All those handles were to distribute the weight over multiple ropes when they moved them.
You learn something new every day. We hop onto the boat.
What now?
I think the beggar is who he's expecting. We just haven't given him proof that we're the right beggar. It seemed like he was waiting for us to say something. Or maybe he was just expecting something in return for the coins. I've heard it gets pretty lonely out at sea. Looks like nasty weather.
Yes. It may even rain. So you are my contact then? Were it not for these bonds, I would have been able to meet you as planned. But I have spoken to a member of my crew. He will be coming to free me later. Once I am released, I will seek you out.
I think I'm starting to pierce through the dark storm clouds of deceit. It looks like we've stumbled upon an arranged meeting between the captain and the beggar. They're using code words to communicate. I'll add the bit about it may even rain to your dialogue choices. If we play along with this code word game, we may be able to glean some more information. Try visiting the beggar disguised as the captain. When he tells you that the weather is looking nasty, tell him the part about the rain. I must go now.
Very well then.
Aha! A plot. So let's see what more we can learn from this plot.
A few coins for a blind old beggar. Thank you, friend. Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
Ah, good. I am glad to see that they finally let you off the ship. My name is Padros the Atlantean. Let me start by saying that I make no excuses for my people. They have no right to treat you this way. I wanted to meet with you to give you a chance to escape this prison island. There is an underground network of captives who are willing to risk their lives for a chance to return to their homelands. I have been meeting with them to organize an escape. With my knowledge of the island's inner workings, we have come up with a solid plan. We leave tomorrow, and we would like you to join us.
Why do you call this a prison island?
Yours is not the first ship to be captured by the Atlantean fleet. The people of Atlantis go to such lengths to ensure that their private utopia remains unspoiled by invaders or trade. But what makes it a utopia for native Atlanteans makes it a prison for their second-class citizens. No one is allowed to leave. You will never see your homeland or your family again. Nor will you be granted temple rights.
Wow. Sounds like Atlanteans are dicks.
So, what's your plan?
Your skills were impressed upon me by a fellow countryman of yours, Amun, the Egyptian. He will give you the details of the plan, and you can find him at the windmill nearest to us. When he asks about the weather, tell him it is going to be a long winter.
Aha! More code.
So why should I trust you?
It is true. You have no reason to trust me. All I can tell you is that this may be your one and only chance to escape. If you do not take advantage of it, you may very well regret that decision for the rest of your life.
I don't know. It sounds pretty risky. What if we're caught?
Death will most certainly be the punishment for this crime. But even death is preferable to living as a prisoner.
Yeah, guys gotta have a point there.
I'll go now.
So, engage the turbo. That. So, we now will have more information about this whole escape plan.
Ah, where to now, huh?
So, let's head back to the windmill.
The windmill.
That'll be 10 dromoi.
And yeah, let's find out what Amun has in store.
Here we are. Oh, watch your step now, huh?
So once again, turbo activated. Whee!
Still looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be a long winter.
Ah, good. Then the beggar has convinced you to join us, Ahmed. How long has it been? 10 years? 12? It is good to see you again, old friend. Well, now you see that my ship was not lost at sea. Surely everyone must think that. But soon, I will be able to tell them the truth myself.
Indeed.
How did you end up here?
In the same manner as you. My ship was captured while on a trading voyage. They brought me back here and haven't allowed me to set foot on a ship since. I had no choice but to find work on the island. Me, a man of the sea, forced to take work as a windmill keeper. Oh, but none of that matters now.
Who is the beggar?
He goes by the name Padros. He is an outcast Atlantean Templar. Many years ago, while only an initiate, he was blinded and expelled from the Order simply because he expressed disagreement with their holding of the Galith's powers. His harsh punishment was a message to other initiates who felt as he did. Do not worry that Padros is an Atlantean. He is a good man who believes in our cause.
Yikes. That's kind of intense, for lack of a better word.
What's the Galith?
The Galith is the Atlanteans' most important religious artifact. They foolishly believe it has life-giving powers. So strong is their belief that they keep it hidden from covetous eyes within the inner temple. It is always protected by a guardian Templar.
What's a Templar?
I have never forsaken our beliefs for their religious nonsense, but I do know that the Templars are to the Atlanteans as the High Priests are to us.
There were other initiates who agreed with Padros?
Yes, his best friend Saros finished Templar training and passed the rite of initiation, even though he secretly agreed with Padros. They have not spoken since.
What is the final rite of initiation?
More nonsense. They say the initiates must commune with the Galeth and ask its blessing to become a Guardian Templar. Supposedly, if they are worthy, the Galeth grants them eternal life.
So, what's the escape plan?
The plan is to escape the island while everyone is celebrating the Calas Calera. But what's more, Padros and I have uncovered a secret passage to the inner temple. Tomorrow, I will escort Padros through the passage to rescue his old friend Saros and escape with the Galeth. After, we will meet at the outer docks, board 3 ships, and sail away undetected.
Wow. You know, that's actually a pretty good plan. While everybody's out partying, they slip away undetected. They're good.
There's an inner temple? Well, where is it and what's your secret passage?
The inner temple lies below the main temple at the bottom of the bay. Always seawater pours down into the inner temple, powering a clockwork device. That water drains out through a pipe that passes beneath this windmill. I have broken into the pipe, and it's large enough to crawl through.
Why is the plan set for tomorrow?
Because forever water flows through the pipe, except during the Calas Calera. They claim the stream is redirected by their Earth Mother. Something about lifting the Galeth in a column of water. Whatever the reason, the channel runs dry for just 1 hour on that day.
What do you mean, rescue Saros?
The sword falls swiftly upon Templars who seek to abandon the Order. Even straying from the grounds is not permitted. Now we've gotten word of our plan to Guardian Templar Saros. He has agreed to allow Padros access to the Galeth in return for helping him escape the watchful eyes of his brethren.
So, what do you want of me?
We request only that you pilot one of the escape ships.
What is the Kalos Kalire?
I do not know much about it, only that it is a rare event. I would suggest you ask the olive oil vendor. She is always willing to spread the tainted seed of their foolish beliefs.
I'll speak to you later, my friend.
Please. I must go up to fix the windmill, but you are welcome to stay if you like.
And off he goes.
The windmill keeper said that he broke into a drain pipe and found a secret passage that leads to the inner temple. Now, for it to stay secret, he must have done his digging somewhere within the windmill, probably under this room.
That would make sense. Flying around with the rope. And I'm not even sure what we're doing. Flying rope. Aha.
This windmill is controlled by a clutch and brake system. If we disengage the brake, the windmill will turn and the power of the wind should lift that stone. I bet that's how a moon accesses the tunnel. Turn that wheel device and the windmill should start up. Look at that raging current. Too bad Dutton didn't give you the salmon jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Well, Amun did say the water only stops on the Kalos Kalire. So if this is the only way we can get to the inner temple, we're going to have to find some way to stop the flow. We need to fiddle with the plumbing system and stop this water flow. If we could get all the Atlanteans to take a shower all at once, hell, if any Atlantean just took a shower once. Didn't the windmill keeper say that the water pours into the inner temple then drains through this pipe? We're going to have to stop the water from the source. Let's go to the temple and find out where that water's draining from.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. But first... I'm sure he won't question and why the olive oil vendor is suddenly at the windmill. Pretty sure, at least.
Ah, where would you like to go?
Told you.
The temple.
That'll be 10 dromoi, please. I'm surprised. You're not at the festival? Oh, I thought everyone born on the island would be there today. But then, tomorrow is really the big celebration. So, at least you're not missing everything, you know.
Right, of course I'm not.
Okay, this is it. Hey, have a good day now.
Alrighty. So here we are at the temple.
I've seen that symbol before, Gage. It was on a jar in the olive oil shop back at the docks. Those jars are going to be delivered to the temple.
Yeah, I know that, Arthur. So, we're looking like a native Atlantean. We have our medallion. That is gold. So, will we be able to fool the Templar? Well, I think that's something that we'll have to find out next time. So, until then, this is Breakman Z saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, may your save files never be corrupted. Take care, everybody.